and welcome to this webinar. It is fantastic to have you here. In this webinar, we're going to be talking about a brand new system called Scent Support. So my name is Alexandra Butler and I've been in the scent work world since about 2007, working in operational work and also in the pet dog world as well, working with scent detection, man trailing and tracking. And through that time, I have been looking at the ways that scent work can really work emotionally with the dog, and also what else we can do with that emotional feeling and with those different emotions that arise with scent work into the everyday life of our dogs. Now, we all know that scent work is absolutely brilliant for dogs with behavioural problems. What I wanted to really delve deeper into was that bridge between scent work and behavioural issues and bringing those two closer together. And this is where Scent Support lies. So we've all had those clients that come in with their dogs and the world is just so overwhelming for them that they just completely shut down in any environment that we put them into, even in environments that are extremely calm. And we can't then work through those behavioural issues because the dog is so shut down. What we'll also find if the dog then shuts down or is scared of the environment or scared of the world is we're not going to reach any form of learning plateau because the dog can't access their learning because of the emotional state that they are in at that time, in being too overwhelmed and just too scared of everyday life and of the environments that they are in. What we're looking at is emotional regulation being the missing link to our behavioural training and finding a way to actually help our dogs to regulate those emotions, to prevent that shutdown and to allow to have that learning sphere that they can then go into by regulating the emotions. And this is where Scent Support then sits into, is we're looking to regulate emotions within the dog to be able to progress their training and to be able to make them feel happier in themselves, to make them feel happier in environments they're going into, not be so scared of the world as it is, and to progress that training so that we can get our clients and their dogs to a position where the dog is comfortable and progressing through their training. So this was the idea that changed everything. So Scent Support isn't a cue, it's not a method, it is a support tool for our dogs who are feeling overwhelmed, who are suffering from behavioural issues on an emotional level. What I wanted to look at was a way to not condition the scent to a cue or to drive or to search, but to condition scent to calm. And if we can condition scent to calm, we can regulate those emotions, which means we've got a better chance of being able to train those dogs that can't regulate their emotions at that moment in time, and to help them to not feel that overwhelm and to progress with their training in a quicker, more effective and more ethical way. So let's look at some dogs that Scent Support has been used on and has worked extremely effectively in a short space of time. So first of all, we have Gerard. Now, Gerard is actually one of my dogs and he absolutely hated being groomed. This was something that was really aversive to him. He would get extremely stressed by it. He would show all the stress signals, and if they were ignored, he would then try to bite me as well as his last resort of, I don't want to be groomed. Please stop what you're doing. This is too stressful for me. He could not regulate his emotions around an experience that he was finding extremely stressful. So it would become really difficult to groom him. So we went through the Scent Support method, through the protocol, and we got to a point with him where his emotional state was changed surrounding the grooming times, to the point that he could be groomed absolutely no problem, and he actually enjoyed the experience. So with Gerard, we changed that emotional state with the help of scent through scent support. Secondly, we have Olena. Now, Olena is a very young Rottweiler puppy, and she was just finding everything really overwhelming. So going out for walks was really stressful for her. She would find loud noises scary, people walking behind her scary. She would shut down, her tail would be down. Again, lots and lots of stress signals. So she was finding it really hard to regulate those emotions when she was in these situations that weren't scary in themselves, but she found them extremely scary. We again use the scent support method on her, and she is now a lot happier to be in these different environments. She is a lot more body confident, a lot more confident just in herself. She can now regulate those emotions in these different environments so that we can start to do different forms of training, different forms of exposure. We can conduct those really vital puppy socializations with her, which we were struggling before because she was so overwhelmed in those situations. By going through scent support with her, we changed that emotional state, we changed that feeling of being out and that whole overwhelm for her, so that we could access the learning, so that we can teach her about the world without her feeling overwhelmed. So what exactly is scent support? So scent support isn't a training method. It's also not a scent game either. It's a way of using scent in a completely different way, which is going to offer emotional safety to our dogs. Now, this method needs to be done correctly, and we will teach you exactly how to implement it and how to work it with each dog. What we're looking at is a way to bridge the gap between scent work and between behavioural issues in offering the dog the emotional support that they need through scent support. So we have developed a way to allow instructors to be able to use scent support with their clients. We will offer you training on the subject, full training around everything, the reasons why, how it works, and how to implement this. We will offer you branding, and we will offer you materials as well. And all of this is with a low ongoing cost so that it is effective and affordable to you and to your clients. Once you sign up and complete the course, you will be licensed and you will be listed, and you will join a supportive group of instructors who are also bridging the gap between scent work and between behavioural work. Our courses are online, so it is online learning, but I'm here to support you all of the way. You will also get an instructor kit the moment you sign up. We will send that out to you in the post. Yearly, you will have a £200 licensing fee to be able to carry on using the method and carry on using the branding. The only other thing you will need to buy is your client kit. You will need one client kit per person. Again, that is bought straight from us at a low cost, and we will send that straight out to you. We want to make sure that we are training ethically and we are using scent support as that bridging support tool in the correct manner, and using it to support our dogs emotionally to work through their behavioural problems.